Welcome to another episode of the Curtis Zone, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Dylan J. Curtis, and I ask that you remember to hit that like and subscribe button for more content here on the Curtis Zone, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, today is a How Powerful Would Someone Be episode, and we're doing this leading up to my giveaway contest in December. So, we've asked ourselves, how powerful would Lion-O from the Thundercats be if he had the skills of Segat from Street Fighter, DC's Richard Dragon, and Diabolik? And don't be afraid, alright? Get in that comment section down below and tell me how powerful you think Lion-O would be. That's how these How Powerful Would episodes work, okay? I respect everyone's opinion. Before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about some news. Okay, so some news from the upcoming Mortal Kombat. Why the release date has changed has finally been announced. It's because of the release of Superman. Apparently, the Superman success was so huge that they had to push back the release date of Mortal Kombat 2, which I don't understand. I believe I speak for everyone when I say, what is that about? The next piece of news I want to talk about is the upcoming Super Mario Galaxy movie, which is set to release very soon, and it is leading up to a Super Smash Bros. Movie that is after the release of Street Fighter, Mega Man, and a bunch of other stuff, including the Donkey Kong streaming series, which is set to premiere in sometime in April 2026 or December 2026. That's just from what I've heard. Speaking of the upcoming Street Fighter, some new images of 50 Cent's Balrog have been released for the upcoming film, and he is looking so comic book he's looking so video game accurate that it is not even funny how accurate he looks. I thought it was pretty cool. That's just me talking. You guys leave your own comments. Now let's get started with this How Powerful Would Someone Be episode. We've asked ourselves, how powerful would Lion-O from the Thundercats be if he had the skills of Segat from Street Fighter, Richard Dragon from DC Comics, and Diabolik from Saban Entertainment? Now, for those of you who are new to the channel and are not aware of how these How Powerful Would Someone Be episodes work, I, your amazing host, give you their origin. I tell you how powerful they currently are. Then I add some stuff to their current power, and then I tell you how powerful I think they would be. And then finally, you, the viewer, leave in the comment section down below how powerful you think the character would be if they had all this stuff combined to their own power. And don't you dare be shy, alright? Let us know how you really feel, how powerful you think the character would be, okay? Don't be shy. Let us know. Get in the comment section down below. Alright, let's get started by doing a quick little origin on Lion-O from both the original and the new version of Thundercats.
Lion-O is part of a race known as the Thunderans. The Thunderans' homeworld was destroyed, and so Lion-O, when he was just 12 years old, would be sent in a pod along with his cohorts Cheetara, Tigra, Panthro, Wily Kit, and Wily Cat. They would travel in pods during hypersleep. However, Lion-O's pod would malfunction, and so Lion-O would age from a 12-year-old boy to a 23-year-old man. And he became ruler of the Thundercats and its most powerful warrior. Basically, a 12-year-old in a man's body. So, yeah.
Now, all that was in the original version of the Thundercats. In the 2011 version, it was a little bit different. Everything was changed, and he was given more powers, weapons, and skills. Now, in the change in the origin in 2011 version goes like this. When he was actually the youngest son of a king of a race known as the Thunderians, and Thunderians was on Third Earth where he was the prince. This was until Mumra's return to Third Earth, and Mumra destroyed all of Thundera and his father and his kingdom. But this would lead Lion-O, Tigra, Cheetara, Wily Kit, and Wily Cat to go on a journey to finding the 3 stones of Thundera in order to stop Mumra. Along the way, they would meet and befriend a lot of Thundera natives, and eventually Lion-O would become their king. As far as his current powers go, Lion-O is actually one of the most powerful characters in 80s television history. Here is why. Lion-O has all of the powers of all of his fellow Thundercats combined. He has strength only comparable to that of Panthro. He has speed comparable to that of Cheetara. He has stealth abilities comparable to that of Tigra. He also And basically, in the original 1980s version, he was a 12-year-old in a 24-year-old's body, which makes him crazy and wild, just like Wily Kid and Wily Cat. He is also a skilled swordsman, as we've seen with his Sword of Omens, and which has the power of energy blast, and it can cut through anything. It also has a beacon which summons the Thundercats. In the 2011 version, his weapons were changed a little bit. He still has his sword, but also on his gauntlet contains a shield, and his gauntlet becomes an armor that goes over his entire body, making him pretty much invincible. Lion-O is also a skilled strategist as well, being king and master of military strategy, being trained only by his father. Lion-O is also a brilliant strategist, and he has incredible intellect as well. This is from being trained by Jogga the Wise. All I'm saying is, you don't want to mess with Lion-O of the Thundercats. Before we move forward, I want to talk about today's challenge. Okay, I want to talk about this video's challenge, and here it is. Like I said, if you want to qualify for my giveaway contest, you have to complete the challenge or answer the questions. And here is this challenge. I want you to pair your favorite Linkin Park song to your favorite MCU fight scene. The fight scene can be from either MCU movies or streaming series. For instance, I want to pair the song Nobody's Listening to the fight scene between the Hand and the Defenders in the final episode of Defenders. So yeah, there's that. Now it's your turn. Get in the comment section down below and complete this challenge. Now, let's talk about Segat. Here's the thing about Segat. Segat is the master of Muay Thai boxing and Street Fighter. His strikes are so strong, the man can break a mountain with them. He's trained in Muay Thai boxing for years before becoming one of M. Bison's top generals and become a crime boss. Segat is so strong with his Muay Thai boxing that a lot of people fear him, including M. Bison with his psycho energy. And everyone who's trained in martial arts knows that Muay Thai is called the science of the 8 limbs. And Segat, he once put his entire body weight into a strike that was so hard he shattered every bone in a person's body with one strike. Yes, that was awesome. Now we're talking about Richard Dragon. Richard Dragon, you may know more about him if you were to read Richard Dragon Kung Fu Fighters. Here's the thing about Richard Dragon, he is the best martial artist in all of DC comic books. So good that he trained Lady Shiva. Lady Shiva, who can kill someone with her bare hands and a single strike. Lady Shiva was trained by Richard Dragon, and Richard Dragon has fought a lot of people. He has fought Bronze Tiger to a draw, defeated Ra's al Ghul, and he also trained the Question while he was in a wheelchair. So imagine his skills in the hands of Lion-O from Thundercats. And finally, we're going to talk about Diabolik. Diabolik's powers are, you may know more about Diabolik because I talked about him in the past. He's somewhere up here. Anyway, here's the thing about Diabolik. Diabolik is first and foremost a thief, which means he has expertise in locks, systems infiltration, and systems corruption. He is one of the best grifters in the world because he can speak. He's fluent in at least 5 languages and can speak in 15 different accents. He's a master of disguise, deception. He's a master of stealth, and he has incredible agility, and he has incredible knowledge of every security system that you can ever go up against. So imagine his skills in the hands of Lion-O from the Thundercats, and tell me, how powerful do you think Lion-O would be? As far as how powerful I think the character would be, here's the thing. Lion-O is already very powerful. Give him all this stuff and he's even more powerful. Not powerful, just very dangerous, okay? We're talking about having the skills of an amazing Muay Thai fighter who can shoot a tiger strike from his fist, a guy who trained Lady Shiva, and a master thief. So yeah, think about that for a second. And that ends this episode of the Curtis Zone, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to get in that comment section down below, complete the challenge, and tell me how powerful you think the character would be if you had all this stuff combined to their own power. And don't you dare be too shy to talk to us, okay? Remember to get in that comment section down below if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to make a request for any episode period. Get in the comment section down below. We'll get back to you guys. As you can see, next episode is going to be a lot of fun, so get ready for that. I hope to see you guys soon. Peace.